Hi everyone. Hello everyone. Come in and let's do this really quick. I won't be here for a long time. Hi everyone. If you can hear me, do let me know. Fall in quick and let's get this done really quick. I won't be here for a while because your girl is back to work tomorrow and I'm tired. So just gonna be here for maybe like half an hour or something. Please like and share as a comment, guys. And happy Wednesday. Yes, happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday, it's Wednesday. So Wednesday hashtag Wednesday. Right, so let's get started. So I was I think I was out. Hi Nina. Hi, how are you? Long time no see. How are you? Welcome to my channel. So I think I was out and about. Was it yesterday? Actually, I think it was when I woke up yesterday morning or maybe on Monday morning. I saw this video from the YouTuber. Let me go find her name. I think Isis. I'm not sure what her name really is because normally I don't watch her channel. I've never come across her channel before. But let me go find her channel. So I saw that video. Okay, I saw that video and I was not quite like I was interested because obviously the title attracted me. Like, I married a monster. So the title attracted me and I was like, oh, so I saved it to watch later. So while I was out and about yesterday, I think Vanigos went live and I was kind of like obviously commenting because I've seen that poll, I've seen that video, but I've not fully as at when Vanigos was live, I've not watched the video yet. So when Banigos was kind of like, talking about it, so obviously some of the points that I was dropping there, it clearly showed that I've actually not watched the video. So I took my time to go watch the video and, just to understand what was happening. So obviously I don't know much about this lady, but apparently she's known on YouTube as, the NewTrophy wife. And I am currently on her Instagram and on our YouTube page just now in the description. I'm gonna read the description of our channel to you. So I might not get everything right here. I'm really not here to talk about if I know her or not. I'm just out here to react on on what she came out to talk about. So she says, welcome to the New Trophy Wife, where I teach you how to become your own dream woman, practice hypergamy. And by the way, guys, I have to go Google what hypergamy is because I've never heard that word before. I have to go Google it. So we learn every day, we learn, okay? Dating tips, level up your image, and more. This is a community for women looking to manifest the life, husband, and family of their dreams and do it in style. If you are a like-minded lady and want to be a part of this growing community, then subscribe for more. So let's go and Google hypergamy so we can all know what that is, what that meant, right? Please like this live stream as a comment. So hypergamy is a practice of dating or marrying someone of a higher social status or exceeding capital than them. It can also refer to the act of continuously trying to replace a current partner with someone considered superior. So, is this girl somebody who was in a relationship before she decided to replace the whoever she was dating to someone who's of a of a higher social status? Anyway, that's just that about her. So when I watched that video, I went back to watch the video. I actually watched the video today. I was pissed. I was absolutely pissed. So, according to her story, she has, I believe she has two children for this her husband. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. I believe she has two children with this husband, and she probably has children from a previous relationship as well. So obviously, looking at, like, guys, I'm gonna be saying it raw as it is here, okay? And I'm only reacting on that video of she married a monster. I don't know about any other thing else, okay? But since I've watched that video, I've gone on to go kind of like have an idea of the kind of videos she shared on her channel. So she's probably one of those, women who give dating advice, like who knows everything when it comes to relationship. Thank I Nina, who knows everything about it. So I'm not going to comment on whatever she does on her channel, but it's that particular video I really want to comment on. So when I started with the video, before I started that video, I went to her channel and I realized that the last time she actually uploaded a video was about 8 months ago. So which will have explained what she was experiencing when she found out what her husband was doing to her daughters. The channel's name is ISIS. That's the name of the channel. ISIS. So she pretty much, obviously she was distraught in that video, and I kind of like took my time. So obviously she's married, and she was actually, her channel was kind of like dedicated to being a trophy wife, like being the woman that you want to be in a relationship, or being the woman you are, which will make you get the kind of man you want. That's practically what our channel is all about. Like, you you are the architect of the kind of man you want. You are the architect of whatever happens in your relationship. Hello, Cindy Emmanuel, how are you? You are the architect of whatever happens in your relationship. You are the architect of how you want your man to treat you. You are the architect of how you actually want your love life to be. That's basically what she does. So, if I'm right, she met her husband on a dating app, right? And it was not long after they met, according to her, that she moved in with with her husband maybe a month after they met or something. And that was because she was desperate to leave her previous relationship, so she was trying to get somewhere for her children to live. So it was not long after she met this her current husband that she moved in with him. So, based on what she does on her channel, talking about hypergamy, eh, I want to believe that her husband is somebody of a higher social status. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, guys. So, with all of that being said, so she said that she was going to clean up her little girl, and her girls are ages 2 and 4, and she was going to clean up her girls, one of them, and then when she was going to change diaper, she realized that the young girl, or a wee girl, or a young girl daughter, was quite red in the VJ area. And she said what kind of like came straight to her was that, was somebody going there when they should not be going there? That was her first thought. And trust me, as a mother, that would be the first thing I would think as well. Okay. Because apparently, as a 2-year-old girl or a 2-year-old child, the possibility of getting nappy rash or stuff like that is rare, because they move around a lot. So she said the first thought that came to her head was that was somebody touching her. That was her fear. So she went on to ask her daughter, like, did somebody do that? And her daughter said yes, that it was daddy. Guys, see, when I watched that part, I was mad. I was mad. Like, how can a man, do that to the children he fathered? How? How can a man do that to his own children? Something that somebody else will do. That if you don't go to jail, then you are not that kind of parent that loves your children. So obviously, when her daughter said that, oh, it was daddy, apparently, according to her husband was going to pick up her boys from maybe football or something. So there was no way she would have been able to leave home and pack stuff, because obviously her children are still quite young. She will need to pack lots of stuff for them. So she said to her daughter that, don't tell daddy you told me this. And then, obviously, because Halloween was coming around the corner, when she came back, she used that opportunity to say, oh, I want to go Halloween shopping. And then, obviously, which will allow her pack a few stuff for the kids. So from there, I think she kind of like jumped to where eventually they went to a certain hospital, And when they go to that particular hospital, the hospital said they don't do physical check. The kind of check they do, they don't do it. The kind of check to ascertain if that what she was thinking actually happened or what Adita said happened. They don't do such check there. So they had to kind of like, transfer them to another hospital, and she was escorted there by a police. So apparently once she got to the another hospital, they found out that it was both. Hi, Lisa, how are you? So the second hospital that she was transferred to with the police, they found out that it was both daughters. Mind you, guys, these girls are 2 years old and 4 years old. 2 years old and 4 years old. So by the time they went to the second hospital, they found that both girls have been touched. Apparently, they've been touched. That's a mother's worst nightmare. Knowing that their father who impregnated you, their father who laid with you, their mother, was doing something like, touching. I'm gonna be very, I don't want YouTube to kind of like, tag you know, I don't want YouTube to kind of like flag this video. So I'm gonna be very, very, in terms of the way I use the words. So with that being, so she found that out, and I was I was raging like, guys, let me know in the comment section. And are men like that still out here? Do men who do stuff like that still exist at all? Like the child you fathered, the children you made yourself, how could they, like, what is it in them? And the girl, their mother in question, she's a beautiful woman. She's a beautiful woman. Like, why, like, what is it that their mother does not have, that you think is the children whom she gave to you, that you want to go and start putting your hands? So when it comes to touching, all we know is touching. I don't know about, maybe there was any, going inside of them or not. It must Lisa said it must be a very disturbed man. But he's an adult, a grown ass man. For a man to go after young children. Oh, Tolulope, leave me alone, Jerry. We are not talking about BBF for that one. Who told you I'm too old? So you've not seen people of 50s, over 50s doing BBL. Please respect yourself. Don't come here and disrespect me on my channel, okay? So for that man to actually think of doing such to his own children, I want to believe that he has pedophilia in his blood. That's just the only thing. I want to believe he's a pedophile naturally. I want to believe that's what he is. Because these are his children, 2 years old and 4 years old. And I was reading the comments in there under our video, and somebody dropped the name of her husband and said that the man has not even been arrested. Like, seriously? God knows. I forbid such happens to me. God knows that that is Winky Wonka. That is Willy Wonka. I am going to remove it, skin it, put a lot of sauce and spice and feed him. That's what I'm going to do. That is what I will do. That is what I will do. It's so disturbing. So for her to have obviously, noticed that obviously she's very, very close to her kids, and obviously being her husband, there was no way she would have suspected that the man she called her husband would want to do something similar, like would want to do something like that to her children. And then, in my own opinion, I don't understand why her husband is still working. Because, like I said, if you go into the comment section of that video she made, somebody dropped the name of her husband there and said that the man is still working free and he has not been arrested yet. And I love the fact that she came out to talk about this. On a normal day, actually want to commend her, because in this age of social media, The things you don't want people to know, you don't bring it. Because if you bring it, there are some who are sensitive enough who might understand where you're coming from. And there are some who will be like, oh, what's that? And they will know, say nonsense. Um, Lisa said, as she reported this to the police, though, I believe the police are aware of it because she said when she went to the first hospital to go do have a physical examination to be sure that those girls were still intact, that when they got to that hospital, they were told that the kind of examination that will make them or to allow them to check that they don't do such physical examination. So she said they were taken to a second hospital and it was police officers that escorted her there. So I want to believe that the police are aware of this case. I want to believe the police are aware of this case. And for the fact that she's come out to let us know about it now. Because like I said earlier on in the beginning of this video, that the last video she made was 8 months ago. So maybe this happened months ago. So hence why we might not find updated information about what the police are doing about the case. So maybe it might not just recently happen. Maybe it happened in the midst of or within the past 8 months. I don't know, but that was what somebody said in the comment section there, that you know what, that happened. So for the fact that that happened, like I said, that man is just a natural pedophile, nothing else. And the type of them, obviously, like I said, she talks about hypergamy. The type of person that our husband will be maybe somebody who works in the maybe in a very high ranked official or something. And because of that, his type will get married to cover his acts. And my advice, or I will advise that our sons, she should also ask for our boys to be checked to be sure that they've not been tampered with either. Also, this is a very, very sad case. Very, very sad case. At some point, when I was watching that video, I was like, oh, why has she come out here to talk about this case? Because these are our children. Obviously, I don't know if she shares the image of her children on her channel or not. I don't know if she does that. That people will know about our children. Why? Like in my own mind, I was thinking, why has she come out here to talk about this case? You know. But then in a way, because obviously she puts a lot of things out about our relationship, so people will like, oh. And in my own opinion, if she had not mentioned, nobody would find her. But and like I said, I want to give her a huge hug to say, well done, Mama, for noticing that and obviously coming out here, because at the end of the day we learn when it comes to things like this. And when I said in the beginning, as also when I was watching that video, she has her own faults as well. And a few of you or all of you here watching me might not agree with me. Like here now, I'm not blaming her or shaming her in any way, but she has her own faults as well. Well, Dele, go to the lady's channel, and her channel is ISIS. She was the one who said the story herself. She discussed the story herself on her channel. I'm not fabricating anything. I'm not fabricating anything. It's there on her channel. She was the one. She said the title of her video was "She Married a Monster," and she goes on to say. So she said that she did not actually dated this man for a very long time before she moved into his house, and that according to her, there were some red flags she noticed about this man who is her husband, but she still carried on and get married to him anyways. A red flag is a red flag. You can't turn it pink. You can't try to mask a red flag. And she also said, in that video, in the text, she dropped a text in the video to say that her husband raped her 4 times in their marriage. And you all know, regardless of the fact that you are married to a man and the man is your husband, if you tell him no, your no should be no. Your no should be definite. If you tell him, babe, no, I don't want to, he should let go. But she put it in a text in that video to say he raped her 4 times in their marriage. And I know, as an African myself, things like that in Africa, where you don't even want to say it out, even though I'm sure in 99% of marriages in Africa, maybe something like that happens in 50% of such marriages, but you won't hear the women come out to say anything. But obviously, it's actually a crime against women. Okay. So she did mention that. So when I said that she has her own faults, and watching her story as well, it's not as if maybe she married this man for money, because I'm sure I watched one of her videos where she said she was making 90,000 grand, 90 grand per annum. Even I said, even the name of the channel, even the name of the channel of a channel is suspicious. I think she said at some point that she was going to change the name of the channel. Maybe she just changed it. Like I said, I am not familiar with that channel before. I only came across this video yesterday because of that title, because YouTube recommended it to me. So maybe she has changed the channel name from what it used to be or not. There's no way I can confirm that. Especially, except only if maybe there's anybody out here who has been watching her for a while, they will know if she has changed her channel or not. But she did mention in that video that she was going to change her YouTube channel. So, like I said, that she has her own faults as well. She did say for herself that she noticed some red flags in that man. She ignored it and went ahead to marry him and have babies with him. Just what if? What if she has taken those red flags seriously and let him go? Those innocent young girls wouldn't have been going through this. And I'm not saying what happened to our children is our fault. No, I'm not blaming. That's not what I'm saying. Dr. Whiteman said if it was true, the man would have been in police products. So, that's why I'm saying that no, the last time she posted a video on her channel was 8 months ago. So that video where she said she married a monster, that's her first video in 8 months. That's her first video in 8 months. So maybe once I finish this live stream, I'll go Google that name of her husband and see what's been brought up about him. You know, so it's so sad that this happened. And like I said, this is a lesson for every one of us out there. Either you are dating or you are in a marriage, whatever relationship you find yourself, there's a red flag for a reason. And you would think that somebody that is out here, a woman who is out here, who is teaching women as to how to get a man to love you, how to do this, how to make your marriage this, how to make your relationship. You will think that she will know the A to Z of relationships and men. You would think that she will have detailed knowledge about women, what you should notice if a man is this or if a man is that. That's the kind of video she does on her channel. So she ignored all the red flags, still went ahead to marry this man. Maybe, just maybe, if she had taken on board those red flags and let that man go and not go ahead and have children with him, she wouldn't be going through what she's going through today. And don't get me wrong, guys, I am not saying because she ignored the red flag that whatever that man did to the children is justified. No. No. So she further on went on to say this man, her husband, knows that she herself is a product of RAPE. Yes, her husband knows that it's her story, that she herself is a product of RAPE. And then while she was a young child, a neighbor's husband, you know, abused her as a child as well. So which kind of gave the man a kind of way to go about the things he did to his own daughter that she wouldn't have instantly noticed straight away if she does not have an instance to start suspecting him. So this man knows her story, oh, she's a product of RAPED, and then she was abused as a child. Okay, and a man who is a pedophile in his own blood will, he's gonna do things and cover his back. I felt like that was what kind of gave him the chance to be able to do that to those children, because if this girl has suspected just a little bit Or maybe if she's taking those red flags seriously, just maybe, she will have been more extra cautious with her children, because you can imagine in that video she was like, no, I'm me going to sleep at night not knowing that my children are in danger. So it's so sad that this happened. So I felt like the man, obviously because the man knew our story, he now decided to do the same. Like it's crazy. I really felt for her when I was watching that video. I really, really felt for her. I felt for her. Like no parent should have to leave that the father to their children was actually the one doing that to their children. Like I said earlier on, that, trust me, that Willy Wonka, I will remove it, skin it, and feed it to him. That's what I will do. I will go to jail. I will. Because obviously those kids are still young now. And no matter how young it is, those children are, they will always have the memory of what their dad did to them. Months ago, I shared how when I was a child, you know, experiencing DV amongst my parents and the impact of that on me. I was very, very young. And these children now, children are the worst species you want to do something nasty to. Because no matter how young they are, if you cross them, if you upset them, or if you do something nasty to them, trust me, in 50 years' time, they will have the memory of what you did to them. They will have the memory of what you did to them. They will have the memory of what you did to them. This is a very, very sad story. Very, very sad story. Because, like, I don't know what could have gotten into the mind of that man. Was he possessed? Like, he has their mother, a beautiful woman. He has their mother, a beautiful woman, and still went on to do that to his own children. It's so sad. It's a very, very sad story. Very, very sad story. You know, and like I said, I must commend her for coming forward to share such story. And she's quite brave. And actually, what made me to actually react on that video is the fact that I am an African. I'm a Nigerian. And we see cases like this happen a lot in Nigeria. You would think that the parents, or maybe the mother or the father, obviously, a few of the stories I've seen is more always gravitated towards like neighbors doing something similar to their child, or even the father. In fact, I think I was reading a story maybe 2 weeks ago where a wife said she noticed something similar about her husband towards her daughter, and that she does not want to confront him. And I was like, excuse me, you don't want to confront him? Why? And like I said, there are scenarios and cases of something like this in Nigeria, and you will find that it is the mothers who should be the one like saying, "How the hell would you do that to our child?" It's the mothers that will cover up that story. It's the mothers that will cover up that story. So I'm hoping that any woman out here whose child or something similar has happened to their child before, and you're covering it, trust me, the kind of tears you're going to cry towards the end of your life, but a bucket would not be big enough to contain it. What I'm saying in essence is this: do not cover up an abuser. And in the case of this man, to me, in my own opinion, is a pedophile. He's just gotten married to carry out his escapades so he won't get caught. That's just what's happened in this case. And like I'm always gonna keep saying in this on my channel, because I've read comments of people saying, "Oh, she married the man for money." Like I said, I watched one of her videos where she said she earns 90 grand every year. So it's not for money. And if you go onto our channel, our videos are doing really well. She's one who would advise women about, relationships, dating tips. And I think at some point she was saying that she doesn't even know what is the way forward for our channel, because obviously she is the one who comes out here and coach women, like, recognizing red flags, recognizing this, recognizing that, and she was not able to recognize that quicker, or recognize that in the man she got married to. It just goes on to show that as women, as human beings, we don't know it all. No matter how intelligent we think we are, there'll still be a slight slip, and that slight slip, if we are not careful, it could be the downfall of that person. It could be the downfall of that person. My own advice for this young lady will be, obviously you've been giving dating tips and stuff like that. Moving forward, is advised to give other women who might not have the courage to come talk about what has happened just the way you've come out to talk about it. Because I felt like she came out to talk about it so she could heal, and hopefully I'm hoping and praying that she's getting the help she needs for those children. So she's also dropped a GoFund link in the comment of her video to say, what, I believe she has left the man's house and she's maybe wanted to start over again. So if you go to her page, there's a link to her GoFundMe. She's asking people to support her so she could start a new life. And even with that being done, there are lots of people in that comment section blasting her. And I don't think she needs that at this moment, because we are talking about, if you experience something that you know for real is wrong or is being frowned against in the society, in any relationship, I am one of the people who's advising, or who would tell you to pack your bags and leave. I've come here several times, like, in fact, I think I've got a video that's coming up shortly. Like, I'm a traditional woman, and I expect my husband, my man, to provide my needs for me. My needs, because when God created Adam and Eve, God gave Adam, God gave Eve to Adam to help, not take over Adam's entirety, Adam's responsibility. So why should a woman be? So I think that video that I'm talking about is going to gravitate towards why, like, marriages, like African marriages, break in diaspora. That's what that video is going to be about. It's going to be on my channel at some point soon. So I'm going to keep saying this as a woman, regardless of how rich, regardless of how stinking rich the man you got married to is, have your own dough, have your own money. Okay? Have your own money. Because see, for this lady, if she was not financially stable, she would not have been able to come up with the idea of, oh, I want to go shopping for Halloween with the kids. So that way it allowed her go shopping with all of the kids. Just like she said in the video, that if she has told him that, oh, I want to go food shopping, he'll be like, you're going food shopping, you're taking all 4 kids or all the kids, the guy will be suspicious. So because it was Halloween period, she tried to say, oh, I want to go Halloween shopping. So that was how she was able to make her escape. And if it was a woman who does not have a penny to her name, it would have been very difficult for her to be able to live with those children. So women out here, if you observe anything, and I love the fact that she said something in that video, that she's one of the person who does not allow any male lift up her children or her daughters and place them on their laps. We all know in Africa how those African uncles used to. I remember several times how so many Nigerian uncles have lifted me and placed me on their laps. But then we don't think much of it. But with what's happening in today's world, I love the fact that she's actually aware of the fact that no uncle is going to carry my daughter and place her on his lips, on his laps. No, that's not allowed. That cannot be done. So she seems to be a very, very hands-on mom, who is like, she knows what's happening, especially when it comes to female children, even all children. She knows, but it's just so sad that it's the person who should have the back of our children. It's sad that it's the person who she felt like, oh, no matter what, my husband will have my back. Turns out to be that he is the one stabbing her at the back. It's a very, very sad story, and I'm sure even me sitting out here, I had a few lessons to learn from her story. Like, no, I had goosebumps all over me when I was watching her. It's so sad, and I just pray that God heal her, God gives her the heart to be able to know, like, stay strong for those children, because those children are going to have the memory of what their dad did to them. I can guarantee you that they will. They will. So I don't think there's any comment. Hi, hey, how are you? I'm just going to start rounding up. So someone said that Jason said, Abba, why they drag the woman? Show some. Said, Jason, are you all right? How have I dragged the woman in this video? Some of you, in fact, are you okay? How have I dragged her? How? How have I dragged her? Honestly, some of you, only God will put brain in your head. So, guys, I'm just gonna round out. Just like I said, this is our channel here. That's the name of our channel there. That's the video there. The video is still there. And like I said, she posted this video. She married a monster. She posted the video 5 days ago. And if you scroll through our channel, she makes videos about know when to walk away, set boundaries, blah blah blah. Your thoughts and emotions are controlling you. The three B's of a trophy wife, stuff like that about relationship. That's the kind of video she shares there. Like being a baby girl and stuff like that. So it's super sad that this happened to her, and I'm wishing her all the best moving forward. This is a very huge trauma, I must say. So just like I said, guys, she has a link to GoFundMe in the under the description of our video. So if you are led to support her, feel free to do so. And like I said, people, like, when she dropped that link, people are still going down there to say, why is she asking for GoFundMe, blah 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 blah. And I was just like, it doesn't make sense. If you're going to support her, support her. If you're going to support her, support her. There's no point, bragging and saying, oh boy, she has money, this is that this. There's a comment here that I've just seen. Somebody said, I will take a DNA test to prove the last child is like, guys, does that make sense? To prove that the last child is why would the lady want to do a DNA test to prove that the man, her husband, is the father of her daughter, of her last child? Then petition the court to establish and enforce child support immediately. And if you explain, this thing doesn't make sense to me. And this person continues saying that then petition the court to establish and enforce child support immediately. And if you are planning to divorce him, which should be the next step, I will also request that spousal support is enforced immediately due to your situation. That will probably just be how much you estimate that you will need to survive until you are stable. Best of luck to you and your children. I don't understand why. I mean, they were married, so why would she want to go take the DNA test to prove that if or her husband is the father of the children? Well, I don't have a freaking clue as to how that has got anything to do. Well, anyway, guys, I just thought I'll bring this story. That is a very, very sad story, and this is just to let you all know, advise you, moms out there, even dads. Okay, we know some single dads, they are looking after their children. Don't lose your steez. Don't lose your focus around your children. If you're a mom here, I mean, it doesn't make sense to start suspecting the father of your children. Like, guys, let me know in the comments. Does it make sense that you're suspecting that, oh, the father of your children could probably be touching your children? Like, I don't even want to imagine that in my head, but hearing that story just goes on to show that there's nothing that cannot happen under this world. We just have to be very, very vigilant when it comes to our children. So anyway, guys, that's just what I've come to share. That guy, like I said, that man, I don't know why he's still walking down the streets. Maybe, like I said, maybe this incident is not a fresh incident. Maybe they've already dealt with it or something. I don't know. Because like I said, someone said in the comment section that they dropped the name of her husband and said, oh, they've just Googled the name of the husband, is working free, they've not done anything to him. So maybe it's gonna take a process. It's gonna take a while. I don't know how far with that. Anyway, guys, let me know your thought and opinion as to what has happened. And like I said, she was saying something about she doesn't know how to proceed with her channel. All I'm going to say is to just maybe use her channel to kind of like give all these advices of how she obviously reacted or felt when she saw that thing happened, how she was able to think to say, oh, don't tell dad that you told me, stuff like that. I'm sure there are other women who are dying in silence who are not able to come forward and talk about these things. So Yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you all. Leave your thoughts and opinion in the comment section. And guys, like I said, our channel name is ISIS. If you're led to support her through a GoFundMe, feel free to do so. I believe hopefully she will appreciate it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. And before I go, make sure you've entered into our end of the year giveaway. We have a 350,000 naira giveaway coming in December 15th. And there's going to be a mobile phone to be won, and there's going to be a Samsung Galaxy tablet to be won as well. So please make sure you follow the instruction and enter the giveaway. And if you've not yet subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? So don't forget to like, drop a comment in the comment section, subscribe, turn on the post notification, share this video, and hopefully I'll see you in another live stream. All right, bye guys.